for my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera, and today I'm going to be reviewing a movie trilogy called Back to the Future. Part 1 was released in 1985, Part 2 came out in 1989, and finally Part 3 in 1990. They were all directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Crispin Glover, Thomas F. Wilson, Mary Steenburgen, and others. Before I begin though, let me just say that this will be a spoiler-free video, so you can sit back and enjoy. Okay, so I can't remember the first time that I saw Back to the Future or how is it that I first learned about it, because I've seen these movies so many times since I was a kid. I do remember though when I was 14 I had my hair cut up until like here, and it was a really traumatizing experience, but I do recall that I came home and I saw Back to the Future and I felt better. If I'm honest though, I only really ever see part 1 and 2 because I don't find part 3 as entertaining, but still good. But yeah, I've always had this feeling that I love Back to the Future. They're like comfort movies to me because of how passionate I am about them. Or for example, I remember that growing up, my best friend from childhood also loved these movies, so I would see them with her. I think she was actually with me that day they cut my hair. And then when I turned 25 some years ago, I remember being with an ex-boyfriend and we went to these movies, outdoor cinema at a park, and we saw the first movie, I think, and then they even had this DeLorean car outside, so it was pretty cool. I didn't take a picture with it though. So yeah, I've always wanted to review these movies, and what finally made me do it was watching the cast virtually reunite thanks to Josh Gad and his YouTube program. You reunited apart. Okay, so in all the Back to the Future films, we have certain plot points that are basically the same. We have a high school student called Marty McFly and his dear friend and mentor, the eccentric Dr. Emmett Brown, going on all this series of adventures, jumping backwards and forwards in time. So sometimes they will go back and see Marty's parents when they were in high school, and at other times they will travel to another dimension, and in the last film they even visit the Wild West. While some may find the plot repetitive, I think it's wonderful to see just how differently they can portray this storyline, changing certain circumstances so as to give us something fresh and exciting, while allowing us to catch up with the characters we've come to love. For example, the bad guy is always the same in all three, but in one part the actor is portraying an ancestor of this bad guy who looks just like him, and at the other this character's grandson. Okay, so I really love these movies, as I've said, and I give them a 5 out of 5 stars review because they're just iconic. So yeah, 5 stars for the trilogy as a whole, and they're just such great comfort movies. They have such positive vibes, and a great message. They're so entertaining. They're classics, they're epic. They're so original and they have so many good plot twists, great performances, amazing music, great costumes and settings, and the dialogue is great. Some very iconic lines as well. Back to the Future has really become part of our culture. And as a history lover, I like them because they show us the Wild West, because they go back to the 50s and they dance to music like Earth Angel, and the 50s is my favorite type of music to dance to, so. And I just like to see this like wholesome movie that portrays American teenagers in the 50s going to high school. In the second movie, I find it a bit eerie that we get this like premonition of Donald Trump's presidency. And finally, another thing that I can't forget are the memorable characters. Of course, Marty and the Doctor are the most awesome ones. But I also like Marty's mother, and even Biff the bad guy. I'd heard some rumors that they wanted to make, I don't know if it was a remake or a spin-off of Back to the Future, but then I read this piece that said that no, they're never gonna remake them, I think. But they did make a musical, and maybe one day I'll watch it. I'd bet it'd be entertaining. But yeah, I don't want them to make a remake. I don't even know if I'd be happy with a spin-off, but please don't touch these movies. They're perfect the way they are. There are just some things that don't need to be made. I know that Hollywood wants to make more money, but no, just leave it alone. Don't ruin our treasured memories of Back to the Future with your new material. But yeah, anyways, in the description box below you can find a link to the IMDb page for every movie. And well, thank you so much for watching my review of this trilogy. Please let me know if you enjoyed it or not. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you did. But also let me know what are your own thoughts on these movies. And well, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care and goodbye.